Namaste, yogis. Welcome to your Wednesday warm-up. I'm Carter, and today's practice is about sending a love letter to your body. So let's get to our mat. All right, everybody, let's start in child's pose. Bring your big toes together. Let your knees fan out nice and wide. Draw the hips back towards the heels and extend your arms out in front of you. Soften the belly, chest towards the thighs. Tuck the chin and soften the shoulders. Allow everything to be put on hold. The only thing that matters right here and right now is your relationship with your body. How do you feel? Physically, energetically, emotionally, spiritually? And how can you express that connection, that loving kindness to yourself through movement and awareness and sensation? Big inhale, slow exhale. Allowing the body time and space to create a connection. Inhale, lift your torso on up, but keep the hips back towards the heels. Take your right arm, slide it underneath that left arm, and rest to the outside of the right shoulder and right cheek. Keep pressing through the left hand as you draw the left shoulder back. Soften the hips towards the heels, and relax and breathe into the outside of the right shoulder. Nice inhale, come on up. Let's just do the other side. So root down with the right hand. Take the left arm underneath the right arm, palm swiveling up. Rest on the outside of that left shoulder as you come down to the left cheek. And keep pressing through the right hand as you twist a little bit to the right. Hips are still drawing back towards the heels. The gaze is over that right shoulder. The jaw is relaxed. And the breath is deep. And again, we're allowing the body time and space to unwind, decompress, and create the communication through sensation. And it's our responsibility to move in a way that gives the body space, and that is the love letter we're sending. It is that we are worthy of moving in a way that supports nurturing and healing. Nice, inhale. Gently bring yourself back on up, and I'll come up in a table. Hands come under shoulders, knees under hips. Imagine you had a paintbrush in your belly button, and you're going to make spirals on the floor. So you're going to start really slow, small circles, and you're going to go bigger, and you're going to go a little bit slower, and you're just going to slowly start to get wider and wider and wider until you can't do any bigger of circles. And then once you get there, we're going to just go reverse. We're going to go really big, slow circles in the other direction. And then we're going to get them smaller. And a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. And then when you get to the middle, just drop the belly, lift the heart, chin and chest, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And again, inhale, belly drops. Exhale, around through the spine. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Roll over your toes. Lift your hips and knees. Let's start with a bent leg down dog. So knees are bent, spine is straight. The gaze is at the toes. Bend your right knee a little bit more. Invite your left heel towards the floor, and then a little bit of a swivel so the left heel comes towards the right foot. Look underneath your left arm, lift your left hip, and feel the length of the left side body. Inhale, come back to center, bend the knees. Let's just do the other side. So right heel towards the floor and then swivels towards the right foot. To the left foot. Lift your right hip, gaze underneath your right arm. See if you can straighten that right knee a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Walk your hands all the way back. Bend the knees enough where your belly and chest rest on the thighs. Wrap your arms around your legs. Squeeze as you tuck your chin and shake your head out a little. Interlace your fingers around the back of your head and draw your elbows towards your ears and squeeze. Bend and straighten the knees. Sway the hips. Drop the hands. Bend the knees enough to get your right hand down below your nose. Bend your right knee more. Twist and open, left arm reaches up to the sky. Now you got options here. You can bend your left elbow, bring the back of the hand towards the lower back as you draw your left shoulder back. This may be plenty. You could try for the bind, which is taking this right arm underneath that right knee and then searching for the left fingers as you lift the heart and try to straighten the knees. So whatever variation's working for you today. Exhale, let it all go. Hands down, tuck the chin. Sway a little bit from side to side. Let's do the other side. So knees bend enough to get the left hand down below the nose, and then the left knee bends more. Twist and open, right arm reaches up. So the bending of the left knee helps you twist. You can straighten if you have the flexibility in the hamstrings. Right knee or right elbow bends, back of the hand finds lower back as you draw that right shoulder, elbow back. The bind is there if you need it. Left arm slides underneath the left knee. Search for the fingers and maybe straighten the elbows as you start to straighten the knees. Big inhale, slow exhale. And then exhale, let it all go. Tuck the chin. Heel toe your feet a little closer towards one another. Walk your hands forward into plank. And then lower the knees down for supported plank. Lift your feet up off the ground. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes, and then draw your hips towards the floor as you pull your heart through your arms. Lift your chin and chest. Gaze over your right shoulder as you drop your left hip bone. And then back to center, gaze over the left shoulder as you drop your right hip bone. Back to center, lift. Feet come down. Lower the belly, chest, chin, forehead. Slide the elbows underneath the shoulders. Sphinx pose as you squeeze the legs together. Pull the heart forward and up. And once again, you just want to be nice and malleable in the neck so you can move the neck a little bit. Feel space within the belly, so you're pulling the torso forward and up. And then draw the chin towards the chest. Lift the belly and ribs up off the ground. Lift the upper thighs off the ground. And then tuck your tailbone as you engage the belly. Lift the chin and press the tops of the feet into the ground. If you're doing it right, you're going to start shaking. It's another, again, a love letter is letting the body awaken. Roll over your toes, lift your knees, forearm plank. Hands under shoulders, plank. And then lift the hips, down dog. Bring your big toes closer to one another. Lift your right heel towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee and stack your right hip on top of your left hip. Very gracefully, right foot finds the floor behind you as you flip your dog. And extend and reach that right arm towards the front of the room. As gracefully as you flipped, flip it back over and bring your right knee towards your belly, your chest. Step your right foot forward. Stay on your left toes. Crescent warrior, arms reach up. Elbows bend as you open up through the heart. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Straighten the elbows. Hinge at the waist so the belly hovers over the thigh. Extend your arms out in front of you. Lightning bolt. And then inhale, come on up. Back to your crescent warrior. Swivel your back foot. Open up to warrior 2. Straighten your right knee. Draw your left hip back as your right fingertips reach forward and drop it on down. Triangle pose. Look up for those left fingers. Look down to your right big toe and bend this right knee enough to plant your hands. Pigeon right side. Drop your left knee. And with a nice long torso, walk your hands a little forward. Lower your elbows down. And then walk the hands a little to the right. And as you soften the belly towards that right calf or right knee, invite this left hip bone to the floor. Press the right shin into the ground to activate the right hip. Internal dialogue can be, I love myself. I love my life. I love my body. I love the people in my life. If you want to do advanced yoga, I love all the challenges that I run into throughout my day. It lets me know of my limitation, my edges, and the areas I need to work at. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself on up. Slide this left foot all the way around and plant. Get that left ankle as high as you can on the right thigh. Take the crease of the right elbow around that left knee. Externally rotate that left thigh as you move your shirt and your belly to the left. Left hand comes to the floor by the hip or by the spine. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. The gaze is towards the left thumb. Yes, your drishti. You're using your right arm to squeeze this left thigh towards the belly as it shows up a little bit in that left hip. And you're activating the belly in and up to massage those vital organs. One more deep, full breath. Nice. Inhale. Come back to center. Take the hands behind you as you unfold your legs and come into boat pose. So lift the feet up off the ground. The hands could be knees, hamstrings, floor, or extended. Knees can be bent or straight. You can find movement if you'd like. You can pedal, you can twist. Let's give ourselves 2 breaths. When you're ready, cross at the ankles. Draw your feet towards you. Roll over your feet, plant your hands. And walk back to the top of a push-up. You can move through a chaturanga if you'd like, halfway down through up dog, or maybe knees, floor, cobra, ending up in down dog. Big toes come a little closer together. Left heel towards the ceiling. Bend, open, and stack. Left hip on top of right hip. And slowly flip your dog all the way over as you extend. Left arm towards the front of the room. And nice and gracefully back over. Left knee towards belly, chest. Step the foot forward. Crescent warrior, come on up. Arms reach up. Elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back. Interlace fingers, maybe opposite thumb comes on top. Squeeze shoulder blades, straighten elbows, hinge at the waist. Lightning bolt, arms extend like you're going to hand someone a present. Inhale, crescent. And then swivel your back foot, warrior 2. Other side. Straighten that left knee. Right hip draws back, left fingertips reach forward. Drop it on down. Triangle pose, stacking shoulders. Left quadricep is strong. Opening up through the heart and pelvis. Gaze down to your left big toe. Bend this left knee enough to plant the hands. Pigeon left side. Lengthen. Come down halfway. And then let's start to lean towards that left knee. Oh. Invite the right hip bone towards the floor. Press the left shin into the ground to activate that left hip. Find your breath. Connect with the body. Maybe create an internal dialogue, something that can support you. Once again, this is a love letter to our body. Like, how do you express loving kindness to yourself? Right? Nurturing, loving, supported. Patience. I sometimes struggle with patience, with letting my body be where it's at. Hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself on up. Drop to your left hip, sweep this right leg all the way around. So right ankle as high as you can get on the left thigh. Crease of the left elbow around the right knee. Hand grabs that right thigh with external rotation and maybe move the shirt and belly to the right. Right hand to the floor by the hip, and we're going to straighten that right elbow to lengthen through the spine so the belly has some space. And then we're going to try to move the belly button opposite side right thigh. And then once we get the twist, we take this left arm and we squeeze that right thigh towards the belly. We're detoxifying through the vital organs, so as if we're wringing out a dish rag, helping the spleen, the liver, the intestines, so the vital organs work more efficiently. And then draw the chin down a little bit. Awesome. Okay, let's come back to center. And let's take the soles of the feet together. Scoot your feet towards you. Take your thumbs into the arches of the feet. Roll your feet open as if you're going to check out the bottoms of your feet. We're getting some flexibility on the tops of the feet. Well, let's do it the other way. Let's see the tops of the feet. And let's squeeze the toes. Those were toes. Grab the tops of the underneath the toes and open up through the arches. So one of the ways that you can express your love for your body is a little massage for the body. So let's do that. Let's massage the arches, the tops of the feet, and the ankles. And then once that's feeling good, just hinge at the waist, belly button towards the heels. Elbows can be close to the rib cage as you press into the groins. Or you can kind of slide your elbows out to massage those groins. Or if you're needing more, you can press the knees out and down with the elbows to get the sensation that the body requires. And then breathe. One of the things that I always like to remind you in your practice, it's not about thinking the pose, it's about feeling the pose. So a lot of us, me included, there's like, I should be more flexible. I should be pushing this, or I should be doing that. If we turn that side of the brain off, we can find this connection of sensation. That feels right. This feels good, or it feels like I need more, rather than I think I need more, right? It's more intuition, body-based. Inhale, come on up, hands on the outsides of the knees. Let's help our knees up. Take your feet to the floor, take your hands behind you, and then just move those knees right and left as you windshield wiper and soften the spine. Keep the knees bent, lower the back down, and then when you get here, draw the knees towards the belly, chest. Take the hands to the kneecaps, make big circles clockwise and counterclockwise. If you're feeling like you need a little bit more sensation, slide the arms in between the legs and grab the shins, the ankles, or the bottoms of the feet for happy baby. Separate your feet, bring your ankles over your knees, and then as you invite one knee towards the floor, you're going to rock a little side to side. And explore that feeling and sensation. And once again, caring is listening and paying attention, right? So if you have a partner, and to express your loving kindness to them, you listen to them, right? So why not listen to your body? All right, Shavasana, heels towards the corners of your mat. Little external rotation of the thighs. Palms can swivel up by your side body, or left hand to heart, right hand to belly. Soften the toes, the legs, the torso, arms. Relax your senses, the jaw, the tongue, forehead, the eyes. Allow your breath to become a little bit more of a whisper. And in these shorter practices, Shavasana is only usually a minute or so. So if you do have time and space to stay here longer in your Shavasana, please give yourself that gift. So allow yourself to melt through every exhalation. Allow your inhalation to be an invitation to invite something new into your life. Once again, if you have the time and space to stay here longer, please do that. You can't really stay in Shavasana for too long. Like 10, 20 minute Shavasanas are awesome. But if your day is waiting for you, slowly start to deepen your breath. Start to awaken your body by wiggling the fingers and toes and rocking your head side to side. Extending your arms up over your head, stretch from your fingers all the way down to your toes. Draw the knees towards the belly as you wrap your arms around your legs and give yourself a little loving kindness. Right arm reaches up over your head and roll to your right side. A moment to be here now, and again, a little loving kindness for your body, for your mind, for your wisdom. And pressing your hands into the floor, bring yourself up into a comfortable seat. And with a nice long spine, bring your hands together, thumbs towards the heart. Take a nice big inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Namaste. Nice job showing up to your mat. If you like this practice, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to keep updated on all the latest practices. Take care of yourself. See you soon. Peace.